What is up, everybody? My name is Hello. Welcome back to the series where we're solving Codeforces problems. In Python today, we're going to be doing problem 467A, which is called George and Accommodation. Okay, so it's a very simple problem. Let's go ahead and see how we can solve this. George has recently entered the BSUCP, which is called the Berlin State University for Cool Programmers. Nice university name. George has a friend Alex who also has entered this university. Now they're moving into a dorm. Okay, so George and Alex want to live in the same room. The dormitory has n rooms in total. Fantastic. At the moment, the ith room has pi people living in it, and the room can accommodate qi people in total. Okay, where qi is always greater than pi, because if a room can has 3 people, it can accommodate 5 people, or it can accommodate 3 people maximum. It can never accommodate 2 people and have 3 people living in it, not unless it's a very shady university. But in this case, I don't think that's the case. So your task is to count how many rooms has free place for both George and Alex. So George is one person, Alex is one person. You need to count how many rooms have at least two spots free. That is, you're going to count if Q minus P is greater than or equal to 2. In that case, you're going to have the tally to be added to 1. So initially, let's set the tally to 0. Every time Q minus P is greater than or equal to 2, let's increase the tally by 1 and print the tally in the answer. Okay, that's how it's going to go. Let's say the tally is 0 initially. 1 minus 1 will be 0, nothing will happen here. 2 minus 2 will be 0, nothing will happen here. 3 minus 3 is 0, nothing will happen here. So the tally does not increase, so the answer remains 0. In the second case, the answer, they've given 3 rooms. 10 minus 1 is 9. The tally becomes from 0 to 1. 10 minus 0 is 10. The tally becomes 2. 10 minus 10 is 0. So the tally remains 2. The answer is 2. If you're able to understand that, I want to go ahead and ask you, try this yourself. If you're able to do this, fantastic. If you have some doubts, let's go ahead and see how we can solve this. Okay. So I'm going to do n as an integer. Let's take an input. And for I in range of n, you can actually set this I to be nothing, because we're not really interacting with this value here, right? So you can just set it to underscore meaning, and this is just good programming standards. If you want to do this, do it. If not, don't do it. Okay. So P and Q are 2 numbers we're getting. So let's get that as list of map of int comma input dot rstrip dot split. So this has to be a dot. And one beautiful thing with Python is once you're able to get a list of space separated integers, you can actually directly assign them to variables. Okay. So now if this Q minus P is greater than or equal to 2, I will add answer plus equal to 1. And that's the only thing that we really talked about here, right? So let's go ahead and print the answer. You see, both test cases have passed. Wow, is this easy of a solution? I think so. I certainly believe so. Let's go ahead and submit this and see if it works out as well. And okay, it's running on tests. Let's see. And you can see the solution has been accepted. Fantastic news for us. Well, that wraps up our solution. I hope you're able to understand. If this video helped you, hit the like button. If you have any alternate approaches or questions, add them in the comments. I'll try my best to answer them. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in another video. Until then, bye.